What's up, guys? This is Webby back again for your SmackDown Live review for May 22nd, 2018. Huge night on SmackDown Live. Some people might say it's not really in the grand scheme of things. When you look at what SmackDown today did tonight, it did progress for Money in the Bank. It led into next week. WWE did a good job tonight on SmackDown. I'm not going to praise this entire show, but I will say this. Compared to Monday Night Raw, where all we really got to see was Roman Reigns, the Roman Empire, and the modern day Raja. Tonight was a breath of fresh air. We'll dive into everything that happened on the show tonight, including the stipulation that Shinsuke Nakamura made for the WWE Championship matchup at Money in the Bank. All of that. But first, if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for all notifications. Follow me at Facebook and Twitter at 2007Webby. Now, SmackDown Live is coming to Memphis. I am going to try to get tickets to go to that event. If I do, I am going to try to put a video package together, just like I did on my trip to WrestleMania. I'm going to try to put something like that together just that day down there in Memphis, everything that I do down there and at SmackDown. So tune in for that to see if I go down there. I'll let you know if I am going, and if I'm not. Should be exciting. Should be a good time for you to tune into, for all the wrestling fans to watch. So tune in for that. Now, SmackDown Live tonight. Build some intrigue for us to watch next week. Daniel Bryan taking on Jeff Hardy. The winner taking on Samoa Joe. The winner that goes on to Money in the Bank. All that plus so much more. First thing we're going to cover. AJ Styles taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. This contest, after everything these guys have done, this entire rivalry, from top to bottom, we've went from their WrestleMania matchup, which was kind of slow-paced, to their match at Greatest Royal Rumble, which ended in a double count-out, to their double count-out at Backlash, to Last Man Standing at Money in the Bank. Now, as we all know, this comes from Shinsuke Nakamura winning last week. So he gets to pick the stipulation. Once again, playing mind games this week with AJ Styles. AJ Styles wants to get to the point real quick. Doesn't want to play all these mind games. Doesn't want to listen to Shinsuke Nakamura's crap. He wants to get to the point. So, Nakamura shows what happens last week. And first he says, we're going to have a pillow fight at Money in the Bank. And then we go from that to them brawling. And eventually Nakamura knocks out AJ Styles on the outside. And counts him out for a count of 10. Now, at first, I'm going to be honest with you. I knew this was going to happen when he started counting him. And when you really get down to it, it makes sense that they're having this match because of that outcome at Backlash. Neither man could answer the count of 10. So, last man standing. However, a definite winner. These guys need a pure wrestling match. I think everybody in the WWE universe will agree with that. Everybody in the WWE universe will agree that we want to see these guys have a knockdown, drag-out affair. We want to see these guys go in there and put on a wrestling classic. That's what AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura is good at. Sure, Shinsuke Nakamura is putting on some of the best work he has since he's come to the WWE as a heel. Speak no English. Low Blow City. All over the place. On the mind games that he's pulling. But I know one thing. An hour-long Iron Man match between these guys and them putting it all out there for us wrestling fans would have been something for us to see and would have been a definite winner. A last man standing matchup gives WWE another way out of these guys not making the count of 10 and extending the rivalry past June going into July so they can have another match. That's what a last man standing match does. So we could possibly have, if you really think about it, wrestling fans, the same outcome as May's pay-per-view, Backlash. Now, as long as Road Dogg, Michael Hayes books them, good storylines, good writing, and AJ Styles and Nakamura delivers it well, I'm okay with that. But they are running out of stuff to do with these guys. And I'm ready to see a clinic between these guys and finish the rivalry. And if they need to advance it, enhance the rivalry, give Nakamura the WWE Championship, let him hold the title, at least have him have a good championship reign. If you're not going to do that, kill the rivalry. That's just my take on it. You all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. What happened on SmackDown tonight? Excuse me. What else happened on SmackDown tonight? We had not Rusev Day, but it is Happy Lana Day. Lana wins her first singles matchup in the WWE. Aiden English puts on a clinic for her as far as singing, and Lana beats Billie Kay of the Iconics and goes on to Money in the Bank. It is Rusev Day all over Money in the Bank. I don't know if they're just trying to give Rusev Day a little push in the mid card, or if they finally have heard the fans cry for Rusev to get a little push, or if Rusev griped, moaned, groaned, and complained, and they don't want him to leave, so they're going to give him a little push because of that. Whatever the case, Rusev Day getting wins on WWE television here lately, and Lana getting wins on WWE television. That means, more likely, at Money in the Bank, they won't. Whatever the case. It was a great day for Lana and Rusev Day tonight on SmackDown Live. The Usos took on Anderson and Gallows. The winner faces the Bludgeon Brothers for the Tag Team Championship at Money in the Bank. You know, a lot of people probably are cringing at this. I, for one, are a little happy at this because, quite frankly, even though I think the Usos are one of the best tag teams in the WWE today, bar none, we've seen them in the main event as far as tag team championships way too much. And it's time for another tag team to get an opportunity. So I'm glad Gallows and Anderson won this match. After all, they say that SmackDown Live is the land of opportunity. Bludgeon Brothers will win at Money in the Bank. I do not see Gallows and Anderson defeating the Bludgeon Brothers at Money in the Bank. But they do pick up a victory over the Usos to go on to face the Bludgeon Brothers. Andrade Cien Almas beats another jobber. If you do not think this guy is going to be a serious threat on the SmackDown Live roster, I don't know what you're watching. I don't know what you are thinking. This guy will be a serious threat. If he's not, Road Dogg and everybody else seriously is killing the wrong person if they do that. Because this guy needs to be a serious threat. The Miz TV, and Big E. Apparently, Big E took on The Miz. We tried to find out who's going to be. We tried to find out who's going to be in Money in the Bank from the New Day. Now, it's real simple. They're pushing Big E out of the New Day the most. Rumor has it that Big E is going to be in Money in the Bank. Excuse me. Now, Miz beats Big E tonight. Miz calls out the New Day. New Day plays around. They say that that all three of them are going to be in Money in the Bank. Big E's going to be in it. Kofi's going to be in it. Xavier Woods going to be in it. You know, quite frankly, I'm going to be blunt with you. I'm going to be honest with you. And I know there is New Day marks out there. But the only one that really would make a ladder match more exciting is Kofi Kingston. High flying, jumping off ladders, so on and so forth. That's it. Will he be the one in there? Probably not. It'll probably be Big E. He's the one they're pushing. Xavier Woods, by himself, is a nobody. Is a jobber. I don't care what anybody says. Xavier Woods by himself would go right back down to the house shows. You look at what he did before the New Day, and that's it. Miz talked all three of them up like they were the best guys ever. In reality, the only one that had success outside of the New Day was Kofi Kingston. Big E had success as like a bodyguard with Dolph Ziggler. And now Big E will probably get that push because of his size, kind of what he does in the ring now. It gets people's attention. But do I think he should win Money in the Bank? Absolutely not. Somebody like Samoa Joe, if you're going to put a bigger person that has a strength and size and earns and deserves, someone like that should deserve it. Not Big E. But whatever the case, Big E loses to The Miz tonight. Naomi versus Sonya. I do not care. I'm going to be honest with you. I know this had to do with Money in the Bank. I didn't even watch it. And Daniel Bryan took on Jeff Hardy. Now, Daniel Bryan beat Jeff Hardy. Daniel Bryan will move on to face Samoa Joe next week. Samoa Joe's going to win because of this big Cass situation. Now, WWE showed Big Cass on crutches and said Big Cass was injured. Look, they changed the match because it was supposed to be Big Cass versus Samoa Joe. As we all know, if you've been keeping up with rumors and news and that kind of stuff, Big Cass is in the doghouse for making fun of Daniel Bryan with that little bitty midget. Let's be honest. More than likely, because there hasn't been any reports, at least what I've read, there hasn't been any reports out that Big Cass has been literally actually injured. So more than likely, this is storyline. Underdog Daniel Bryan beats Jeff Hardy tonight. Since he beat Jeff Hardy, and Big Cass is supposedly injured and can't wrestle this week, next week, he will come out and help distract Daniel Bryan in the main event. Samoa Joe will beat Daniel Bryan in the main event. Move on to Money in the Bank ladder matchup. Daniel Bryan and Big Cass will have a rematch at Money in the Bank. And that's the direction they will go. Unless WWE comes out and says that Big Cass is really injured, which I highly doubt that happens, because if he was, they would not have put him on TV. Simple as that. It would not have happened. And that was SmackDown tonight. Had some build to Money in the Bank. It made sense. It gave you some stuff that actually led to next week. SmackDown flowed better than Raw. Tonight literally showed you, WWE, that it does not, I repeat, it does not. Once it moves over to Fox or Fox Sports 1 in October of 2019, that it does not need to move to 3 hours long. It was just enough to keep us all entertained. It fit in everything that we needed to see, that we wanted to see. It did have a little filler in, but not enough filler that we all felt like watching paint dry. Therefore, keep it at 2 hours and let the show grow and groom, and the superstars continue to roll. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. This has been your SmackDown Live review. Go back and watch everything I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast. Like, share, subscribe, amongst everything else. And until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.